Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video here this week we are going to be talking about the new moon in Sagittarius, which is happening today in Malaysia time. I don't remember what time is it, but it's going to be today on the 14th of December. Okay, so just a little bit of background about the new moon in Sagittarius. So on the positive side, Sagittarius are signs that are very adventurous. They like to travel around, they like to meet new people, they like to be learning new things, and they also like to just try out anything new. And so they have always been the kind that like to take risks, and so their life is always full and always interesting, and trying out new things can actually bring you a lot of good luck without you realizing. Okay, and here with the temperance, however, on the other hand, is that sometimes when you keep on jumping from one thing to another, you will be sort of forgetting old things. So maybe you keep on making new friends and forgetting your old friends, or you take a lot of uncalculated risks, and then that leads you into a situation that is not ideal, or you keep jumping off from places to places and you end up not knowing who you are anymore. All right, so temperance with the Sagittarius is actually asking us to just balance out things in our life and be sure of what it is that is important to us before we go on and jump around. Okay, so after this I'm going to show you guys the 3 cards that you guys can choose from. So for group 1, you guys will be having the yellow Aventurine. For group 2, you guys have the black Tourmaline. And for group 3, you guys will have the Amethyst. Okay, so for those of you who is coming to my channel for the first time, what you need to do is just take a deep breath and sink into your inner self. Maybe you want to meditate for a while and then make a choice of which group that you guys want to pick. It can be based on the crystals, based on the look of the cards, or even based on the numbers. So this is group 1, group 2, and group 3. Hello, group number 1. This is for you guys who have chosen this beautiful yellow Aventurine. Alright, so for you guys, we have this card. First quarter moon, your commitment is being tested. So just letting you guys know that whatever card that I drew out just now in the beginning of the introduction, I have also included inside the deck, so it may come out again in the reading. Alright, so for you guys, your commitment is being tested. Okay, so I'm feeling like maybe you guys have left a certain relationship, or you guys have had an argument with someone, like a friend or maybe your partner or a family members, and right now you are maybe not in a talking term with each other, and so during this new moon in Sagittarius, you are being asked to really think about what is it that you are doing. Okay, are you guys really sure that you want to leave behind this relationship, and is the problem with the person or is it with you? All right, so the first quarter moon is asking you to think about what is it that you actually want from this connection, and if this is something that you really want, then you have to work a little bit harder rather than just deciding to leave it behind. All right. So it's asking you like, be committed to your dreams, be committed to the person that you like. You have to put in a little bit more effort before you can actually come to your goal, and you need a little bit more of realization and a bit more awareness about how much you want to be with this person, or it can also be a project, to work on this project. Right? And the back of your deck, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So this is saying that whatever that you have been working on is finally coming to like the end, is going to come to a fruition where you will get your result, but it's just not yet. And maybe you have been with this person for a very long time, or you have been working on this thing for a long time, and then you feel like giving up, or there has been an obstacle, a little bump on the road, and then you feel like you have to stop right now. But this card is saying that you have to look back and think about everything that you have achieved with this person or with this project, and you are close there. Okay, you may feel like what you have earned all this while is very, very little, but it's actually a lot if you stop thinking about how time is moving very, very slow, because good things require a lot of time for you to be able to get to it. So it doesn't mean that you are far away from your goal, but rather you're actually getting very close, even though the results may seem like it's coming very, very slowly for you. Okay, all right, so now we'll take a look at your tarot cards. So the very first one, you have the 10 of Swords in reverse, and you have the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like this is very related to a person now. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and finally the Knight of Swords. You have 3 swords here. There has been some sort of argument or some sort of yeah, this is definitely related to a relationship, like a friend relationship, or maybe a partner, or you know, a family member. Okay, so here with the 10 of Swords, so this card is about what are you searching for. Okay, and with this, I feel like there has been an argument. You guys may no longer be talking to each other, or it has been completely stopped, and you are looking for a closure. Okay, maybe you have been feeling a lot of guilt, you have been feeling a lot of anger, a lot of resentment, and you just want it to be over. You want it to come to like a peaceful conclusion. You want to find harmony and peace, and it's the guilt is eating you up. Maybe you're the one who has done a mistake, and then this person has stopped talking to you or become very, very far away from you, and you want to feel better about it. You have been very, very stressed about the situation, and you are searching for some sort of peace, some sort of justification to your actions, so that you will feel better and you won't feel so guilty anymore. All right, so maybe you haven't gone to apologize with this person yet, and it can be time for you to do that. With, you know, first quarter moon here is asking that if you really, really want this person in your life, maybe it's time for you to actually make the first move and apologize. Okay, so secondly, with the Page of Swords, so this is what you have let go of in your search. So I feel like for you guys, instead of what you have, it's a lot of what you should, because I feel like with the first quarter moon here, it's asking you to do things so that things can be fixed for the future. So you have the Page of Swords here, and this is saying that somebody in this connection has been very manipulative, very cunning. So maybe one of you has lied to the other person, or one of you has been a little bit selfish and the other person feel betrayed, feel cheated, or one of you has acted out of their own interests and then forget about the benefit or the kebajikan of the other person. Oh my god, what is that in English? You guys have forgot about the well-being of the other person. Okay, so maybe one of you has done something really, really bad that is not a good friend material kind of attitude, and so you should really think about that, and this is the time for you to think about letting that go. All right, I feel like this is such a strong new moon in Sagittarius reading, because it seems that something that you have done has led into you losing this person, and it has caused you to feel like an inner battle of, oh my god, what have I done? You know, I'm going to lose this person forever. And one of the things that you have to let go of, if you want to find peace, you have to let go of that manipulative, cunning side of you. All right, you have to stop just thinking about yourself. You have to start thinking about doing something for the benefit of the other person if you truly love this person. Okay. All right, and what can you commit yourself more to? The Wheel of Fortune. All right, the Wheel of Fortune here is talking about karma. All right, so maybe you have been feeling a little bit of what is that, like you deserve to be in a good place. Okay, you feel like, okay, I've done something that is really, really bad, I am guilty, but at the end of the day, I'm the most important person, and I'm the one who needs to think about me and what's going to happen to me. What good should I be looking forward to? All right. But with the Wheel of Fortune here, maybe you have to really think about karma. All right. You have to think about, sometimes good things happen to you, and then sometimes bad things happen to you, and you wouldn't want to be the person that inflicts that on somebody else. You wouldn't want to be the person that inflicts bad things to happen to other people. And you would have to remember that if you want to keep getting good things, you have to keep giving good things. All right. So with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's saying that you need to think about, you need to work more on improving how you treat other people so that you will be able to get good karma in your way. All right. So perhaps you have been forgetting that, perhaps you have been working really, really hard to the point that you feel like good results are not coming to me. So maybe it's time that I really just focus on myself, focus on how I can win, and then not care about other people. So the Wheel of Fortune here is saying, hey, you need to think about how you have not think about other people so much, and that's actually bad for you, because all these other people that has been helping you all the way in your career, in your journey, or whatever it is going to be the one that's going to be there at the end of the road. So are you sure that you want to let go of this person, right? At the end of the day, you have to think about the success that you're chasing. Is it just is it worth it to be doing it, and then at the end of the day you're going to be alone? So think about who you want with you at the front line. All right. Okay. And lastly, you have the Knight of Swords. So this is for what have you been careless about? All right. So gossips. This is about gossips. The Knight of Swords, Knight are messengers. Not messengers. Knight are the person who bring things from the battlefield, and it's been like gossips. So maybe one of you in this connection, it can also be you, where you have been bringing in a lot of gossips, you have been bringing in a lot of negative talks, you have been making a big deal of the situation, creating a lot of drama that put a lot of the focus on you, or trying to make yourself look good by lying about other people, or just amplifying whatever the situation is so that you look like you are the person who is in the right, and forgetting about the other person, or in the process you have made the other person look worse. All right. So this is something that you have been way too careless about. Sometimes we do that when we are in a situation where we know we have been guilty, and then we have been confronted, and then we'll be trying to cover up our ass and say, oh, it's actually not like that, this is not what I did. And deep down we know that's not true. Deep down we know how bad we are. So maybe it's time for you to just think about how much you have done that. Maybe you have been going overboard with the gossiping, with the trying to save your own ass thing, with the being manipulative and unapologetic about your own actions thing. So this is a time for you to think about, okay, maybe it's time to step back. Maybe it's time to finally apologize and take responsibilities and accountabilities of your actions. Okay. All right. Yeah, I feel like you guys, you have to really think about this person and how important they are for you, because it feels like right now you have done something that is very terrible, that has pushed this person aside. And I feel like somehow this is also related to work. So this person can really, really help you in your future, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here. This person is going to be a very important part of your life, in terms of your success. So really think about if you really want to push this person away, and if all of this is really worth it. All of this drama that you have created, all of this manipulation that has been going on, is it really worth it? Because at the end of the day, your commitment can lead you into something good, and you would want this person by your side when success is finally here. Okay. All right. This is all I have for you guys in group 1. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Please like and subscribe if you do. Thank you. Bye bye. I'll see you guys in the next reading. Hello, group number 2. This is for you guys who have chosen the Black Obsidian, one of my favorite crystals in my collection. I love it. Alright, okay, so for you guys, you have the card, the answers you need are coming in full moon in Gemini. Okay, and you also have at the back of your deck the Ace of Pentacles. Alright, okay, so what I'm sensing from these two cards here is that perhaps an opportunity has been given to you. Okay, I'm sensing that this is quite related to work for some of you. And okay, so perhaps you have been given an opportunity to expand your job or an opportunity for a new project, and this is something that is very related to part of your goals, but you're not too sure about it. I feel like you guys have been a little unsure of your career, where it is heading, and perhaps some of you are giving up and you're not sure about if this is still the right path for you to go on, because you feel like you have not been getting enough success. And maybe you're not sure if this new opportunity or this new career is going to give you any good returns, if this is going to give you a lot of new prospect and a lot of new success, and if this is the right place for you to go to realize your dreams. For some other of you, it can also be related to relationship, where maybe a new love is coming and then you're not sure if this is the right person for you, but the answers you need are coming. So you know, perhaps you just have to be a little more open about taking a little bit of risk. Maybe you have to speak up a little bit more. So if this is a person, you can maybe just ask directly if you know you whatever it is that you're looking for, if it is within this person. And if it's a job, you know, maybe it's time for you to actually ask more about the situation. You know, just talk to people, get your mind heard, talk to people for advices, ask people about their experiences, so that you can get a better understanding of the situation before you actually make a decision. All right, so now let's look at your tarot cards. All right, the first one, you guys have the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Chariot. Okay, I'm so sorry guys, if anytime like the noise get too much, I will stop the video and then pause it and then record again. All right, okay, so the very first one, the Seven of Pentacles. So yes, this is exactly what I've been saying, that maybe you guys have been working really hard at your current career right now. I feel like I get this card a lot in my reading throughout the year, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people have been going through in the whole of 2020, where you have been, you know, focusing on a certain career, or maybe you have been working really hard, and then time is taking just really slowly, and with the pandemic coming, you are questioning whether this is the right thing for you to do and if you should continue going on. But this card is saying that, you know, you are searching for that success, you are searching for an answer, if this is really the right thing for you to keep doing, and if this is really something that is meant for you. But with the Seven of Pentacles, it's saying that you need to take a look at the bigger picture. Okay, so whatever that you have been doing, maybe it's slow, maybe it's taking some time, but what's the bigger picture? What does the bigger picture look like? You know, it may feel like you have not improved today as compared to yesterday, but maybe that's too little of a comparison for you to make. Think about, you know, today and compare it with probably last year, and then you will see that you have actually done a lot, you have actually succeeded, and you have actually improved a lot. Okay, and with the Queen of Swords, so this is something that you have let go of in your search for success. So with the Queen of Swords here, I'm feeling like perhaps one is that, yeah, you have lost the ability to look at the bigger picture. So maybe all this while you have been doing this job, you know, with like a purpose. You have a sense of purpose, like I do this because I like this, or you know, I do this because I want to achieve this, I want to save this kind of people, I want to change something in my community, change something in the society, fix this problem. And then you have probably lost sight of that a little bit because you have been a little bit obsessed about maybe financial success or achievements, or you know, getting compliments and appraisals for what you do. And then you've lost that independence. You've gotten a little bit bitter in the process, where you feel like this is not the right job for me because everybody has not been appreciating what I do. The world has not been looking up to me, or I have not been getting the right kind of acknowledgement and praises and values in what I do from people around. And with this Queen of Swords is saying that, you know, you have lost that touch, you have lost the sense of purpose to what you do in the beginning. All right, so take a look at the bigger picture. Is appraisals and acknowledgement and being complimented and being hailed as somebody great something that you have been looking for, or is there a bigger purpose to what you do besides that? All right, this is something that you have lost in touch with ever since the search of success begins for you, so you have to think about that. All right, and with the Three of Cups here, this is saying that this is the card about what you need to commit yourself to. And I feel like in the search for success and in the search for all of this achievement and self values, you have been forgetting to collaborate and share with people. All right, so this card can mean that you have not been sharing your success with people. Maybe you have been focusing a lot on serving only you and forget what you can do to serve other people, in terms of, it can be in terms of financially, or maybe in terms of joy, or in terms of spreading messages, spreading love and good vibrations to other people. You know, like for example, if you're doing art, you know, you have forgotten to make your art touches people or send a message. All right, so if you have been fighting for a cause, you have forgot the very people that you are doing this for. You have always been focusing on yourself and your own achievements, so it has been a little bit selfish. And this can also mean that because you have been so doubtful about people's opinion of you and getting approval and recognition from people, that you have come down to only working by yourself. So maybe you have not been networking enough, maybe you have not been keeping in touch with colleagues and people who can actually help you in your career. So this is the time for you to like network, share your abundance, share your joy with people, and also be open to collaborate. All right, so collaborating can actually bring you somewhere further. So maybe you have been feeling like if you collaborate, it's just gonna get you to the same place, and that's very demotivating for you because you feel like you're not gonna get the kind of acknowledgement that you have always been looking for. But maybe it's time for you to start doing that again. And with the Queen of Swords here, is also saying that remember, the purpose here is not about it's not just about yourself, and you shouldn't be too bitter about it. Maybe you have lost a sense of trust for the industry that you have been working in, and this is saying that, you know, it's okay, like not everybody is as bad as they seem, and you don't know who you're gonna be meeting when you collaborate. You don't know what kind of opportunities are going to be open for you when you collaborate and meet new people and make friends with people in the industry. Okay, all right, and here with the Chariot here, so this is something that you have been careless about. So I feel like you guys have not only lost your sense of purpose, but maybe also your sense of direction and your focus. So I feel like you guys have probably lost control a little bit. So perhaps when you started on this journey, you've had like a solid plan, you've had like a 5-year plan, you've had like a strong motivation, and so a strong sense of discipline. Like every day you will wake up at a certain hour, you know what you're gonna do, you will finish like 3 tasks on your to-do list. But you have sort of lost that a little bit. Like maybe you have calmed down a little bit, you have slacked off a little bit, and then that has gotten you a little bit further from success and victory. And with this card here, it is saying that you have probably let yourself lose control way too much. Like maybe perhaps you know, because you have not been getting enough success and enough fruits from your effort, you feel like, okay, you know, maybe today I can wake up 2 hours later, or maybe today I don't have to make too much of preparations. Maybe today I can just go into the work and just not care, or maybe today I can just give like 50% of my effort instead of the usual 100% that I put in. All right, and that has gotten you a little bit like lazy, a little bit like slacky, and you are not in that kind of high vibrational motivation as you have had before, and that is not going to be good for you. All right, you cannot be careless about that. I feel like whatever that you guys doing require a lot of effort, a lot of motivation, and a lot of heart and soul, because this is I'm sensing that this is something with a very, very high purpose, with a very, very good value, and you will need 100% of yourself if you want to be able to move forward, and if you want to be able to find that success that you feel is lacking and missing in your life. All right, you have to try hard, and you have to remember the bigger picture. This is probably bigger than you, and you have to use that as your guide and as your direction for you to be able to search for what you're looking for. All right, like it says here, the answers you need are coming, but you have to be able to speak out, you have to be able to put yourself out there, and you have to just think about more yeses. All right, so you have to take off all the negative energy and just think about more yeses for you to be able to continue. All right, this is all I have for you guys today, group number 2. I hope that you guys will be okay in this new moon in Sagittarius. It's gonna be a bit of an up and down and a bit of roller coaster ride. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Hello, group number 3. This is for you guys who have chosen this beautiful amethyst crystal tumble. Is it focusing? Yep. All right, I really love this. This is very beautiful and very calming. Okay, so for you guys, you have the card Full Moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches, and at the back of your deck is the Four of Pentacles. All right, okay, so for you guys, I feel like there has been a lot of tension. So unlike the people in group number 2, where they have been the one who has not been speaking out properly and who has not been very sure of what they want, I feel like you guys has probably coming to like some sort of a tension situation with somebody, where you have been speaking out too much, where you have been asking for what you want, and it has always been about me, you know, this is what I want, this is what I need, this is what I'm working on, and your opinion is not good enough, what you want is not good enough, and your opinion doesn't matter. And then, you know, there has been a lot of clashes where you have think too much about what you want and your own opinion, and not consider the other person. With the Four of Pentacles here as well, I feel like, you know, maybe you have feel a little bit threatened, maybe you feel like, you know, your position and your power is going to lose if you step down, and you have been a little bit protective of your own opinions and what you have, your power and your position, so you don't want to lose them. You feel like a little bit insecure about letting your guard down and about listening to other people, and you're maybe a little bit afraid of things. And so yeah, it has come down to sort of like a very tension situation, where you are going to lose whatever it is if you keep on doing this, and you are going to lose yourself. And at the end of the day, there's not going to be a proper solution, there's not going to be a proper agreement between the two parties, because you are holding on too strongly about your own opinions and your thoughts and what you believe in. All right, so now let's take a look at your tarot cards. Oops, you have Temperance. Yep, Temperance in upright. Okay, this is the new moon in Sagittarius right here in your face. Four of Wands in reverse. Page of Swords in reverse. Ooh, I had this in the first reading as well. And High Priestess in reverse. All right, okay, so all right, here, Temperance, what you are looking for. Okay, so I feel like deep down you do want to come to like a peaceful and harmonious and balanced conclusion with this this tension that you have been getting involved with. All right, you want to be able to come to a resolution with this person. Maybe this project is really important to you, or maybe this connection is really important to you, and you want to be able to come together peacefully and for the other person to accept your opinion. All right, and there has been, it's sort of like a very volatile air in the volatile mood in the air. So whatever that you say and whatever the other party say is just going to lead to another fiery climax. It's just going to lead to another tantrum, another dramatic situation, and you don't want that anymore. So you are finding ways, you are looking for ways for you to be able to come to a peaceful mindset and for you to be able to come to a peaceful conclusion, but you have not been able to do so. All right, so with the Temperance, it's saying just balance it out. Think about what's important for you and think about what you can lose. All right, so sometimes we cannot have it all and we have to lose some. So think about what is really important for you, and is everything necessary for you to own by yourself, for you to be happy. All right, so with the Four of Wands here, I feel like the person that you guys are dealing with is probably somebody who is not in a good terms with you to begin with. Like maybe this person is very different from you. All right, so if this is a work situation, maybe you have had a team that has always not been listening to you, or colleagues that you have always not get along with, or maybe they are very different people and you always feel like you cannot be with them. You feel like it's not a familiar situation and you feel like they're a bunch of strangers, they don't understand you. And if this is a friends or relationship situation, it's the same, where you feel like this group of people just don't understand you and you are slowly losing touch with who you are. You feel like you are not accepted. You feel like you don't understand yourself anymore because these people are so different and they keep negating what is it that you are. They keep saying that this is too different, or you're too weird, or you're too hard to deal with, and then it's slowly making you feel like, yeah, maybe it's true, maybe I am not this good person anymore. And then it's making you feel like a little bit ungrounded, because you feel like you just want to leave them and you feel like you are slowly losing sight of what's important for you, and there's a lot of disruptions to whatever it is that you're trying to say, all the plans that you're trying to make with these people, and so it causes you to feel like you're an outsider. You feel like everything is just not right. This environment is not right, and you have to just remember that it can just be them. They could be the reason, and it's probably not you. You're probably not the one causing the problem, and sometimes people are just different from you and they may not be able to listen to you and understand where you're coming from, and that's okay. That doesn't mean that you have to change to be with them. That doesn't mean that you cannot be who you are. All right, make sure you don't lose yourself, because this card is saying that you are slowly losing yourself in your search for balance. Maybe you feel like you have to sacrifice who you are for you to be accepted and for you to find balance and get through this tension. All right, and here with the Page of Swords, so this is for what you need to commit yourself more to. Okay, so this one is saying that somebody inside this whole tension situation is being manipulative, being cunning, and they have been spreading a lot of negative news about someone. So you have been hearing a lot of negative news, a lot of gossips, a lot of misconceptions, a lot of misunderstandings are being caused by this whole drama that is ensuing. And you have to remember not to fall for that. All right, somebody inside this situation is being over dramatic and being a little attention seeking, and you have to remember that one, that you should not be listening to it and get yourself involved and entangled in all this drama. And number two, you have to remember that whatever is being said can not necessarily always mean it's right or it's true. All right, so you have to hold on to your own intuition for a while, and be a little bit more clear about what you hear, and be a little bit more sure that what you're listening to is actually the right thing, and not just believe everything that you hear on the first sight itself. Okay, things will get settled soon, and you just have to be sure not to bow down to the drama, so that you don't get influenced and you don't get manipulated by this person as well. Okay, all right, so here with the High Priestess in reverse, I feel like as much as you are fighting for your voice to be heard, fighting to keep your power, you are not letting the real you come out. So maybe all this drama that has been brewing and has been spoken out is just based on like first reaction, like, oh, you attack my opinion, then I'll attack yours too. But deep down, you have a different intuition to the situation. You have a different kind of idea, different kind of emotions, different kind of feelings that you have about the situation, but you're not letting it be heard, you're not letting it shine through, because you're afraid of losing whatever it is that you're holding on to. So maybe you have been holding on to your own opinion, your own stand. You're holding on to that, and that's good. But actually, oh my god, why do my cards keep falling out? What does that mean? Okay, so but actually deep down inside, you actually want to stand for something else. Maybe you want to believe in something else, or you actually want to fight for something else, but it's all been blinded by a little bias, a little excitement, a little bit of the spur of the moment thing, and then you forget what is it actually that you really want to say, what is it actually that your heart truly believes in. Okay, so with this is saying that you are being a little bit too careless about how you just throw around your emotions. So make sure that what it is that you are fighting for is truly what you believe in, and truly what your heart, your intuition, your mind, and your emotion are wanting you to say. Okay, so just be careful about what you say, and make sure that it's coming from a place where you have given it a lot of thought, and it's something that you are really sure of, and not just something that you just spray around or sprue around just because you want to continue on with the drama, or you want to fight. Okay, you want to argue. All right, because I feel like with this card as well, I feel that you guys have been taking part in the drama subconsciously, like you sort of enjoy it, and this is the time for you to like take a step back and stop, because that's not going to be good for anyone in the whole situation. Nobody's going to win if everybody is just fighting over each other and brewing in drama. All right, okay, so yeah, I'm feeling like there's a lot of self searching that you have to do. You guys have to really understand what is it that you are trying to say, what is it that you believe in, and what is it that you want to fight for. And really think about, is this something that is worth doing? Because you may be losing yourself here, you may be losing the kind of person you are, because you may not be somebody who is very dramatic and very hot-tempered or very protective of what they believe in. Maybe you are somebody who is a bit more open, but because of the situation with somebody who is so manipulative, with all these gossips coming in, then you fall into that trap of the drama, and then you forget who you are. And at the end of the day, that makes you feel like you're an outsider, because you don't feel like you belong in here. All right, so at the end of the day, if it feels like you don't belong, and you feel like this tension and this drama is something that you cannot resolve, maybe it is best that you step out of the situation and join another group of friends, or try to get a different kind of work. And you just have to really listen to your intuition, and not get pulled into this 3D world where it's just full of drama from other people around you. All right, don't let the people around you lead you into a decision that's not gonna be something that you yourself believe in and you yourself want. All right, I hope everything is okay for you guys during this new moon in Sagittarius. Just be more aware of balancing your emotions and balancing your situations, as what the Temperance card is asking you to. I hope you guys will be okay, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.